guys, it's the 28th of August, and I have my midterms in like about a week or two. Um, so this whole video is about just me not recognizing my friends anymore. So let's get one thing out of the way. Religion-wise, I believe I don't know if I'm an atheist or an agnostic, so let's just go with agnostic. And by agnostic, I mean like I feel like not exact. I don't know if this counts as agnostic, but I don't know about the existence of God, of course, but like I don't question it, and I don't really care about it. Care about it in the sense it doesn't really matter to me right now. I mean, I'm still 17. That's still kind of young. I mean, relative to you know older people, I guess. So I wouldn't like really say, oh, I can't like have this isn't like I can't really say, oh, this is permanent, whatever. It's not like I can't change my mind. So I probably might change my mind, but like, um, yeah, I don't believe in God, but and I grew up in a fully kind of in a Christian state. So almost everyone here is Christian, and if you look like me, well, you're expected to be Christian, of course, because that's where. And if you don't, then that you're the weird one here. I'm saying all this because I need to give you. This is like background. This is this is like context for the shit I'm about to say. So, like I said, my whole community is Christian. Like my family's Christian. My friends are all Christian except for a few of them, but except for like maybe two. Like the rest are all like religious in some sort of way. And this is important because my whole group of friends, like my main group of friends, they're all Christian, and I haven't really like told them I'm not Christian yet because it's such a core part of who they are. Like one of my friends growing up, I was like the closest to her, right? And I felt like I could discuss religion with her, and I could tell her about, oh, I don't believe in that, I don't believe in this. Like I thought one day maybe I could like tell her, and I was pretty close to like telling her that I'm starting to question religion, and maybe it's just not my thing. And then one day I just realized it's too late. It's too late to say all this because religion has become a core part of our. I'll talk about this later. I'll talk about this later. But religion has become a core part of our identity, her identity. She's her mom's religious. Her mom was sick for a while and she became better, and that's religion. I'm not shitting on that. Like, I get that. I get that. And she's pretty religious herself. Like, she reads like this daily devotional book every morning, whatever. Um, and that's cool. I respect that. Uh, but like, she's a biology student, so she's like studying to become a doctor. And I remember I was like talking with her one time. We were like in her biology class. I have like coaching. It's like after school classes, okay? And we were in their class, and then she dropped a bombshell. And it was something along the lines of her not believing in evolution. And I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't like react or anything. Um, but I have to take a step back to reconsider because like what what are we doing here? Genuinely, what are we doing here? I was starting I started questioning a lot of things because shit like that just like changes your view on a lot of things. Yeah, that was my grandma. Shit like that just changes a lot of things within you. I feel like fuck, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, basically, she's really religious, and I thought she was like one of the few people I could like tell her about. And like, it's not particularly her fault. She didn't explicitly say, "Oh, I hate atheists" or anything. But like, there's a sense of discomfort when what you believe in goes completely against what she believes in, and there's going to be some sort of conflict. And I'm the type of person who tries to avoid conflict at all costs, so I've been keeping this to myself for a while now. um and like growing up, like I said, I don't even brag, but I have a ton of friends. But anyway, growing up, we were like, when it came to the topic of gay people, trans people, I seriously don't believe we should be like arguing about their rights. It's a human right. But um that sounds so like I'm about to say something homophobic. But anyway, but like when we were like kids, like I think fifth grade, eighth grade, that was like when we weren't like really influenced by the world. We were still like growing up. Um, Internet access was like at its bare minimum, right? And everyone was like chill. They were like of course there were like religious influences, but like our community were like pretty far off. We're like pretty like like, not primitive, but like no, we're not like out there. We're like a small town. So, and in a town where the concept of gay people isn't really a big thing, isn't really well known at that point, we were like, oh, it's like not a big deal. Like I don't hate them. I don't get why they hate them. That was that was their belief. That was their opinion on gay. Like um the people on people like who weren't straight or like or people who were part of the LGBTQ community. Anyway, so that was their opinion on them. And now we come back and you're like, oh, they're kind of gross, and they're like, ew, what's wrong with these people? Not exactly, but like, or maybe like the softer ones would be like, oh, I'm gonna pray for them so that God can heal them. That just didn't sit right with me, and maybe I should have said something. I should probably have said something at that point, because I've missed a lot of opportunities where I could have spoken up, where I could have said something, and I didn't because I was afraid. I was afraid of conflict. I was afraid of what they would think about me. I'm already so fucking insecure about what I look like. I can't have them questioning my character, like morals as well, because according to I was just gonna say according to them, like oh my phone's at 20%. Because according to them, like that is like below the threshold of morality for them. Like, and we've just grown up to have such different beliefs and faiths that it's kind of hard to believe we're still friends. And at sometimes, like, sure, I get along with them, but at points I feel like it's just a fucking chore. Like, when can we just get over this? Like, it's been so long since I've had a serious conversation with them, and every day it just feels like making small talk. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm the type of person, like, if we've spoken once and we kind of vibed, and or like at least twice, then at that point we're friends. Like, we're basically friends. And I was like confronted about this at one point. They were by someone. They were like, "Oh, you're just acquaintances. You're not friends." Um, I would like to disagree, but forgot where I was going with this. I would like to disagree, but yeah, at this point, it kind of does feel like we're just acquaintances because it doesn't feel serious. We're just talking to talk, and I want to communicate that this isn't what I believe in, but religion itself has been so deeply ingrained in my life, and maybe in a part of who I am that, like, it's not distinguishable. I don't know if that's a word, but like it's become a part of my identity for them. I go to this church often, like every Sunday, of course, and I talk about the shenanigans and whatever all that goes on, and the fact that I'm talking about it, it kind of feels like I'm validating their idea that yeah, I am religious, I am a Christian, I do believe in God, and like sometimes I'm just talking to talk because of course fun things can happen, but I don't know how to tell them that no, I'm agnostic and I don't really believe in these things, but I just gotta do it because you know our whole community is Christian, and um I can't really fight against it. I can't really tell my family because probably become like the black sheep. I already low key kind of am. I don't know about that, but like, because like I can't speak my mother tongue, like my like my language, but like I'm already feeling very strange for my family, and adding that factor to the mix is just gonna hurt them. So like, sometimes I think, oh, maybe it's okay if I tell them. Maybe it's not gonna be a big deal. Maybe they'll understand that we just have different beliefs. Because I have found a couple of people, and I've told them about it, but they've been fine with it. Like they, like some of them have been religious, and some of them have been atheists themselves. So it wasn't like really that big of a deal with them. But I, I don't know. And I started to think, okay, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's okay if I speak about it. And then another point comes, and it's like, no, wait, I can never talk about this with them because they would never understand. And I know it's unfair for me to like just judge them and say, oh, they would never understand me, but I'm I'm just doing something that makes me feel like it's just a bit safer. But honestly, the evolution comment really threw me off. Like, what do you mean you don't believe in religion? You're literally studying biology. What the fuck? You're like, who would go to a fucking doctor who doesn't believe in evolution or whatever? Like, guys, this is your whole study. This is what you're studying, and you don't believe in what you're studying. Okay, maybe I don't have a right to speak because I'm a math student and I'm not doing good at it either. You know what? I actually got like a 3 and a -5 in my recent test. So that's great. But yeah, I don't recognize my friends anymore. We've all become different people, and I feel like I've become slightly worse person too. And the thought of like, it's letting everything out and being honest and like getting the hard conversation over with, just the thought of it is exhausting. And it's become kind of exhausting to talk to them sometimes. I don't I don't know what I'm doing with my life, guys. I I want people to know who I am, but I'm also afraid of the judgment that they're gonna give on me. And I know this doesn't seem like a big deal to most people because you guys are like probably going through tougher things. But I don't know. I just I fuck. I don't know anymore. I don't recognize my friends anymore. I don't recognize myself anymore. I don't recognize my friends anymore. I don't know what we're doing, and I don't know if at this point this is like. Of course, we're not gonna be the same people we started out as, but like, it's all just very uncomfortable for me, and we're all very different people now. We have different beliefs, and the fact that I can't express this the the existence of this difference now, the change that has developed, and the fact that they still think I'm the same person, it affects me. It affects me in a really weird way because you're keeping in this secret. I'm keeping in this fucking secret. It's not like that huge big of a deal, but it low-key kind of fucking is because when everyone around you is religious and you're not, like like it kind of eats you up in a way because like sure sometimes I'm just like, oh, who gives a shit, I don't believe in it, like let me just go with it. It's just like a bunch of activities, but at the same time there's also the guilt of like lying. And I've had this debate before, but uh like morality cannot exist without religion. And um my cousin, he's very similar to me actually, but he's like on the opposite spectrum. He's like very religious, not very, but he is decently religious. He's pretty scientific too. I think he believes in evolution, of course, but like he's on the opposite spectrum of me. Like we both encountered the same problem and we went different ways, and I get it. I respect that. But his belief is like morality cannot exist without religion, and I disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. I don't think I should have to justify myself, honestly. Um, I'll probably make this the title of this video something clickbait, like morality cannot exist without religion, and the first topic is like me complaining, talking shit, bullshit, not shit. Okay, I have to record another video after this because like it's a different topic. Okay, bye.